have to film this video. Tried the nail hack to make them look cute and it looks so bad they're grown out. Anyway, when wounded masculine meets wounded feminine. Firstly, what is wounded masculine? Okay, wounded masculine energy wants to be served. Oftentimes, when we have our heart broken, we automatically put our walls up because, like I said in my last video, you get triggered. Your nervous system literally gets triggered and that you put up a wall because that is the only way that you know survival. That is literally survival mode. You harden your heart in order to protect yourself, and this happens in relationships. You don't want to be hurt because who wants to be hurt? Let's be honest, no one wants to be hurt. It is the easiest thing to do. You're hurt, you don't want to be hurt, so you just don't risk being hurt. That is it. Obviously, you're going to meet people, things are going to happen. You might meet someone who actually you really like, but subconsciously you've still got this belief and your nervous system is triggered by hurt because it doesn't feel safe. Love doesn't feel safe. This is especially bad if you have been modeled a certain love growing up, but you haven't been loved right, or you've seen a relationship, a bad relationship, you know. What you were modeled as a child forms your idea of love. It is your nervous system, and then obviously through your own experiences, your nervous system, your brain is taking in that information. And if you have been hurt, your brain will see love as the problem, when actually love is the healer. The attachment and the wounds are the problem. So what do I mean by wounded masculine? So when I say he wants to be served, I mean he wants someone to fix him. And on the contrast, you have the wounded feminine who didn't have the love that she deserved, maybe has childhood wounds, abandonment wounds, father wounds, whatever it is. When a wounded masculine and a wounded feminine come together, it is a clash. It's really a clash, and it also comes hand in hand with the avoidant and anxious attachment styles, because essentially someone is avoiding love and the other person is also scared of love. However, their way of expressing it is by chasing or proving themselves or wanting to fix someone. That is sort of where the wounded feminine comes in. She doesn't feel like she's enough on her own. She feels that she has to fight for love because that's all she knows. That's what her nervous system knows. That's what's comfortable to her nervous system. Also, this can be flipped over. I'm just giving an example of wounded masculine and wounded feminine, of how it could look. This is just one scenario. There's so much depth to attachment styles. Oh my gosh. And a bit of a Gen Z example would be like, they don't actually give you the security that a relationship, a loving relationship, gives, but there's jealousy involved. This person also doesn't want you to be with someone else. They actually don't have the capacity to love you, but they'll still be there. There would be a resistance, you know. Oh, but they care. They're putting up a fight. They're calling. Now, the wounded masculine does not want to serve, okay? They want to be served. That energy is very, very addictive because automatically, if you also have a wound, you want to serve. Like, even when there's pullbacks and tension and friction, you want to serve because that's what you know love to be. You see the wounded, you see the wounded masculine, and you just see them as a good but broken person, and you want to be the one to help and serve them because you know how hard and how sad it is to not feel love, that you want to give it so bad to other people. Because you know what it's like to not have enough and experience that. You know, and it resonates with you. Oh my gosh, my nails are so bad. I don't know how I'm holding tea in this. So because you have that void, wounded feminine has to prove herself, feels lack of self-worth, has poor boundaries, you know, all of that. She wants to serve. When the feminine is meant to want more. The masculine energy is meant to nourish the feminine. The masculine energy pours in, the feminine will mirror back and pour back, and it's like this constant flow of abundance where you don't have that in the relationship between the wounded masculine and the wounded feminine. It's not abundant. It is purely push pull. It's lack. It's wounds, essentially magnetic to each other. A healed divine feminine knows that there is more, and there is more available. It's almost like there is an abundance of love, fun, play, love. There's an abundance of love. If we're being technical, it is the masculine energy that gives, and you multiply. You multiply back what you are given. You don't pour from an empty cup. You don't give and drain your energy into an empty cup when you're receiving nothing. I know that the wounded feminine wants to give, and shoot her love, because that is love. However, it is lack of love for self, and it is neglection of self. Wounded feminine re-waters herself and pours that love into herself. She blooms, she grows, she blossoms, she is beautiful, she feels secure, and she regains her power by realizing that it was never her job to pour herself dry. That is not love. It was never her job. She's a nurturer. She multiplies. She blossoms. And maybe for the first time ever, she doesn't feel the need to prove herself. She knows there's more. There's more love. I'm gonna make a documentary on this. But I hope that's helped someone. Love you.